30 years after the last World Cup, the world is silent. A lone figure trudges through the ash-choked streets.
I am the last. All the others, my teammates, my rivals, consumed by the rot that ate our sport from inside.
Deep beneath the ruins, he has prepared a forbidden altar. The grimoire's pages whisper as he traces the sending ritual. He rises to the center pitch. At the heart of the dead stadium, he kneels, and the red circle spreads beneath him. His mind flashes to the day the world ended. Players dropping on the pitch, the grand game reduced to a mass grave.
You took everything, but this time, I have the future in my hands.
He recites the ancient words, each syllable searing his tongue. The grimoire's symbols bleed into the air. The ritual circle erupts. Red lightning crawls up his spine, and the sky above the gaping roof turns black. He sees the faces of the fallen, teammates who died young, prodigies crushed before they could bloom. The light consumes him. His body convulses and then slumps forward as his consciousness is ripped from the now and hurled across the decades. A sharp gasp. The boy throws off thin sheets, eyes wide, lungs pulling unfamiliar air. Clean, unburned.
These walls, that poster of the Silver Kings, I painted it with Riku before he. No, he's still alive. He's 12. I am here.
He lurches to the dresser mirror. A scar he didn't earn in this life weeps faint red along his left cheek.
The ritual mark. And gray at my temples. Already. They'll see the difference. I can't hide this forever.
You say, breakfast is getting cold, and your father is already at the table. Move.
I am coming, Mother. Just a second.
He stumbles down the stairs, each step a reminder of this body's atrophy. In the living room, his father, a man he buried 20 years ago, sips coffee and reads the morning paper.
The 12th of April. The newspaper's date strikes like a bell. Before the corruption, before the deaths, a world still whole. Good morning, Father.
His fingers tremble around the water glass, but his eyes, ancient and scarred, burn with a clarity no teenager should possess. The match is just beginning. At school, the midday practice match draws a crowd. Yusei hangs back at the chain-link fence, watching.
Rich kids in new kits, poor kids in rags. The referee sees everything that favors the fee payers.
A wiry striker from the other team limps after a hard tackle. His coach waves him onward, ignoring the wince.
He'll tear his anterior ligament next season. I remember his funeral. No, not yet. I can stop this.
A stray ball rolls to his feet. Older students call him over, smirking. They remember a weak Yusei.
Fine. One kick.
He swings his leg. The body fails. The ball wobbles wide. Laughter erupts. But his next words cut sharper.
Number 7 will switch to the left. The short kid will try a chip. You'll all still lose.
That night, he sits in the dark above a scrap of paper. 7 names burned into memory from a world that died. He writes until his hand cramps. Then he folds the list close to his heart. There is no school for him anymore, only the mission. The next morning, Yusei descends the stairs with a packed bag. His father's coffee cup stills halfway to his lips. You are not going to school.
I am quitting. School. The family business. I have something else I need to do.
You are throwing away 20 years of planning for some childish whim. Do you know what we sacrificed?
Please, Yusei, just tell us what's wrong. We can fix it together.
I can't explain, but one day, you'll understand why this matters more than anything.
He turns away from the table, from their shock and pain, unable to soften a wound that might save thousands.
They're alive. That's already more than I had before. I'll make this right, after I've saved everyone else.
He steps out. The morning street is quiet. His hand presses the folded list against his heart. Ahead lies the poorest district. where the names on that list are still alive. Where a girl named Mayu is coaching children on a dirt pitch. He finds her in a narrow alley, a girl of 15 directing street children with a clipboard and calm authority.
Mayu, scholar coach prodigy, crushed by the Federation before 17 in my timeline. Not this time.
She doesn't shout. She names formations, predicts opposing moves, and every child listens with absolute focus.
You've been standing there 10 minutes. Are you lost, or do you want something? If you are from the Federation, no. I've heard all their promises.
I am not with them. I need your mind for something bigger than a club contract.
He gestures toward a nearby street match. Within a minute, he predicts every substitute, every tactical shift, and the final score.
How could you possibly know that? No one could predict those changes.
Let's say I've seen how this game ends. I can show you more, if you are willing to listen.
Fine. One conversation, but I am not promising anything.
The next name leads him to a cracked, overgrown pitch where a red-haired kid burns past older teenagers with raw fury.
Riku, 12 years old. In my timeline, his ACL tore next month. He never played again.
Older players target him with late tackles. Riku rides them, but a defender readies a scissor from behind. Exactly the move.
Riku, get back, now.
He yanks Riku's collar as the defender's studs slice air. Riku stumbles but stays upright, blinking in shock.
What's the big idea? I had that. I don't need help from some ghost-faced stranger.
You'd have torn your ACL and never walked the same. I've seen that tackle end a career. Yours.
You don't know anything about me. Prove you know football. Then maybe I'll listen.
Yusei sets a ball. He doesn't just strike, he corrects Riku's planting foot, his follow-through, and the ball curves into the top bin.
Okay, maybe you are not just talk, but I am not calling you coach.
The third name draws him to a pristine garden, where a girl with a dark blue ponytail moves pieces across a homemade board, a football simulation of her own design.
Akari, trapped in etiquette, her genius suffocated until her father traded her for a merger. She never saw a real pitch.
She doesn't look up, but her fingers pause over a striker piece. She already sensed the intrusion.
This garden is private. If you are lost, the gate is that way.
I am not lost. I am here for the strategist who trains at dawn in the old park, who hasn't slept a full night in 3 years.
You have mistaken me for someone else. I don't play football.
Your father has already signed the engagement papers to the son of Kenjiro Holdings. After that, you will never touch a ball again.
How could you know that? That is not public information. Who sent you?
No one sent me. I am offering you another cage, a team that needs your mind, where tacticians are valued more than last names.
You should leave before the guards notice. But I have not said yes.
At the abandoned warehouse, Yusei waits. One by one, they arrive.
This place is a dump. Are we really training here?
It has space and privacy. If you want a padded gym, go back to the rich kids.
Before they can argue further, Akari appears in the doorway, her school uniform exchanged for a simple tracksuit.
I can give you 2 hours before my absence is noticed. Use them well.
Good. Now, all of you, watch. This drill will hide what each of you lacks. Riku, you go first.
He runs them through a sequence no one has ever used. Gaps close. Weaknesses become strengths. That night, they enter the underground tournament as Phantom 11. They decimate the first 3 rounds. In the final, Yusei shouts premonitions from the sideline while Mayu's tactics and Akari's positioning set Riku for the winner. In the crowd, 2 men in suits, Federation scouts, exchange glances. One reaches for his phone. 2 days later, the warehouse door grinds open. Chairman Kuroda enters, flanked by aides, his smile polished and cold.
Phantom 11th. Such raw talent. The Federation's youth program could shape you into national heroes.
A private word. Chairman, I insist. I know about the offshore accounts, the fixed tournaments, and the kids you've discarded like broken tools.
You are playing a very dangerous game, boy. One phone call and this little team of yours never existed.
That night, Yusei hacks into the Federation's financial servers, pulling files that could topple empires.
This is Yusei. I have proof the Federation is built on corpses. Print it, and I'll give you everything.
At dawn, he gathers the prodigies. His voice carries a weight that makes even Riku stand still.
You can't bench us! We finally had people watching. This is our chance.
They watch to destroy, not to praise. You want a future in football? Then do exactly as I say and stay hidden.
With the team in hiding, Yusei races to the fourth name. The training ground is empty, cones overturned, a water bottle still rolling. Scuff marks streak the dirt. A small shoe lies forgotten near the goalpost.
A struggle. Someone took him, but no Federation scouts work this fast. This is something else.
On a brick wall behind the goal, a symbol is carved, a broken football with a jagged line through it. Fresh.
This mark, I've seen it before in the future, on abandoned safe houses. Survivors whispered of other senders.
Tire tracks lead away from the field, cutting a straight line to a newer part of the city. An unmarked exit.
They knew exactly where and when. Only someone with my knowledge could have done this. There's another one.
He unfolds the list. Next to the fourth name, he draws a dark line. One prodigy already lost.
I'm not the only one who sent themselves back. And whoever it is, they're hunting the prodigies first.
He folds the paper again, but his hand is no longer trembling. The war has doubled. Now he must outrace a ghost who wears his own face. Following the tire tracks, Yusei arrives at an unmarked concrete building in the industrial district. No sign, just a single red-lit keypad. He scales a grimy ventilation shaft, dropping silently into a dark corridor. The air hums with cooling fans. A flickering monitor room. Screens show mapped talents, all 7 names with faces. Files already thick on each prodigy. Tabs 5 and 6 glow red. A quiet. For quiet. Photographs show 2 kids, a goalkeeper and a playmaker, bound to beds.
2 more. They've been taken right under my nose. I only have Mayu, Riku, and Akari, and maybe even they aren't safe.
A red dot glows from an earpiece on the far console. A cold voice crackles. He's no longer alone.
Identify yourself. You do not belong here.
I am just leaving.
He snaps a data drive from the console and flees, the agent's shouts echoing behind him. Alleys, shadows, breath burning.
That facility wasn't new. They've been running operations for years. The other loopers sent themselves back long before me.
The stolen data points to a disused hospital on the city's edge. Yusei sprints through the rain, the 7th name burning in his mind. He slips through a broken fence. In the overgrown courtyard, agents lead a small girl in a training kit toward a black van. Her eyes are lifeless.
The 7th prodigy. Already drained. I won't let them take another.
He steps out, ready to fight, but a figure emerges from the hospital's shadowed doorway. Older, harder, wearing the same scar.
You are late, but I knew you'd come. You always do. That voice, that scar. It's like looking into a broken mirror. He's me, an older me. I was just like you. Full of fire, thinking I could save them. It never works. Football is the disease. You are wrong. I've seen hope. I have people who believe. Hope burns out. I've lived this 100 times, but you'll learn. First, we settle this the only way that matters.
The older Yusei gestures toward a rusted access door. A stairwell plunges into the earth. The challenge is understood. Only one of them will walk back up. The rusted stairwell coils deep beneath the hospital. Their footsteps echo against old concrete.
Before we play, I need you to understand. Look at this room. Every broken dream I couldn't fix.
He touches a photograph, a hospital bed, a young boy in a football kit, tubes in his arms. Hero, the first prodigy he ever failed.
I saved him in the next timeline, but 2 more died. Then a dozen. Every fix created new kinds of rot. I changed rules, exposed federations, even became chairman once. The sport always corrupted whoever touched it, so I cut the root. Football itself is the disease. The only mercy is to let it finally die.
You gave up. I won't. I have people who believe. Mayu, Riku, Akari. We've already created hope you couldn't see.
Then settle it on the pitch. 1 match, you and me. Winner controls the fate of this sport forever.
Fine. I'll show you. There's still light in this game, and I'll prove you wrong.
The enormous stadium falls silent. 2 selves, 1 scar, and a ball placed at the center. The duel that will decide everything is now inevitable. The red ritual circles ignite, pulsing with each heartbeat. A silent countdown ends as the ball rockets forward. Older Yusei slides in instantly. Reading the young one's first touch, he hooks the ball away, then slams a shoulder into his chest.
Your left side, still your same weakness. You got it exactly as I did. Predictable.
Above, armored agents shove Mayu, Riku, and Akari behind a glass barrier. Their fists pound the pain soundlessly.
He's baiting you left to create space, right? Don't commit. Read the second movement.
But young Yusei's body betrays him. His left foot drags as he turns, and older Yusei cuts the ball again. The score clicks to 0-2.
Get up! You made me believe. Don't you dare let some old ghost make you forget.
Young Yusei pushes to his knees, vision swimming. He sees their faces, Mayu's tactical despair, Riku's rage, Akari's silent plea.
They still believe. After everything, they're still fighting. I can't lose to my own despair.
He stands, blood dripping from his lip. The older Yusei halts, surprised. The broken youth has just become something he cannot predict. In the space between heartbeats, a vision hits him. Riku coaching kids, Akari in a lab coat, Mayu teaching tactics, joy untainted.
I am not you. I have something you lost. I have them, and I will never let go.
He explodes forward, but not with his old patterns. Every feint is what Mayu taught him. Every shift a lesson from Akari. The older Yusei lunges for a predictable cut, but young Yusei instead slips the ball through his legs and sprints past.
This is for every future you gave up on.
The ball loops in a perfect arc, kissing the top corner. The net shudders 2-2.
Yes! I knew he'd do it! That's our coach!
Young Yusei doesn't celebrate. He turns, breathing hard, and points to the older man standing frozen at midfield. The older Yusei stares, hands limp. Something cracks behind his hollow eyes, a wall he built across 100 lifetimes.
You don't get to decide when hope dies. Not anymore.
The clock's red digits flicker, 30 seconds. Older Yusei's calm shatters, and he charges like a bull, studs high, elbows sharp. Young Yusei absorbs the hit, spins away, and reads the next lunge like a page in a well-worn book. Mayu's voice echoes. He'll overcommit left. With 10 seconds left, he spots it. A flaw in the older's stance, a trust move they both learned from the same failed prodigy long ago. He doesn't look. He slips a blind pass into empty space, a pass that requires complete faith, and bursts forward to meet it himself. The one-touch shot detonates off his boot. The ball rips through the net with a sound like tearing time itself, and 2-3 ignites the scoreboard. The ritual circles flare crimson and shatter, spraying embers across the pitch like dying stars. The older Yusei crumples to his knees, hands flat on the turf, his chest heaving. The hollow steel in his eyes has cracked wide open.
That pass. I taught that to a kid who died in my arms 30 loops ago. How could you still have that? Because I never stopped believing. Not in the game, and not in them. You lost, but they didn't.
Silence floods the stadium. The match is over, but a deeper battle has just reached its end. A single tear tracks down the older Yusei's scarred cheek, splashing onto the dead grass.
I forgot what it felt like to play without fear. Thank you for reminding me. Every loop, I tried to control everything alone. You trusted people. That's why you won. Break the cycle. Make sure I am the last sender. Promise me.
His body dissolves into 1,000 red embers, scattering like a dream upon waking. The stadium convulses. The glass barrier shatters, and the captive children stumble out, confused but unharmed. Mayu, Riku, and Akari rush forward, their chains of helplessness shattered along with the glass. Young Yusei drops beside the 7th prodigy. Her eyes, dull moments before, focus on him, and she smiles.
She smiled. In 100 timelines, she never once smiled. This is our victory.
A crack opens in the ceiling, spilling morning light onto the pitch. A new dawn watches over them. 3 days later, Yusei blinks awake to the hum of a heart monitor and the faint scent of antiseptic.
You finally opened your eyes. You've been unconscious for 3 days.
3 days. The children. The duel. Did the timeline actually hold?
The wall-mounted television flickers. Chairman Kuroda in handcuffs, his smile finally gone, his empire crumbling on screen.
Your evidence triggered everything. The journalist you called released it all. The Federation is finished.
Through the window, a small girl with short hair, the 7th prodigy, squeezes her mother's hand, both weeping with relief.
Hana. In 100 timelines, she never survived the system. Now she's going home.
The door swings open. Riku and Akari tumble in, their faces alight with a joy that no fixed match could ever manufacture.
Coach, 3 clubs scouted me. Real ones, with contracts that don't read like prison sentences.
Yusei looks past them, out to a sunlit field where children chase a ball without fear. For the first time in any timeline, he smiles and means it. A week later, at a press conference packed with cameras, Yusei steps to the microphone. The top club's contract sits unsigned on the table.
I am not signing. I've already had my career. In a way. This time, I want to build something that lasts.
Gasps ripple through the room, but Mayu, standing in the back, only nods and reaches into her bag.
I've already drafted the plans. A youth academy with a medical wing and a school. No child ever gets broken here.
You've been carrying this dream even before I found you. Now we can make it real.
Using knowledge of future investments and clean sponsors, Yusei secures funding from the Reformed Federation and ethical backers.
No dirty money. Every yen will go into the kids' health and education. We do it right or not at all.
On a crisp morning, they stand at the edge of a vast, empty field. The blueprint feels like a living thing between them.
Here. The main pitch goes there, dorms to the left, classrooms to the right. Thousands of kids will laugh here.
Then let's build it together. This time, football will be what it was always meant to be.
5 years later, the academy is a sprawling campus of green pitches, gleaming dorms, and echoing laughter.
That's it! Now, 10 more reps and you'll be unstoppable. Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
His anaerobic threshold is exceptional. Increase his recovery by 8%. He'll peak in 6 months.
Football is a chess match at speed. Don't just play the ball. Read 10 moves ahead and control the spaces before they open.
Yusei watches from a bench under the cherry trees, the chaos of the world a distant memory. A small girl with pigtails runs up, clutching a worn ball. She asks if he was ever a famous player.
I was a player, once. But this is much better.
He tips his head back, watching a single cloud drift across the endless blue. For the first time in any timeline, Yusei allows himself to simply be, and the game, at last, is just a game. The academy gates click shut behind them. Streetlights bloom one by one along the quiet avenue.
Little Sora actually risked a blind through ball today. She audibled my set play and created a goal on her own.
A 12-year-old outthinking the tactical prodigy. That reminds me of someone.
She bumps his shoulder, a faint color rising on her cheeks.
Thank you for trusting me back then, when I was just a scarred dropout with wild promises.
You were the first person who ever saw a scholar instead of a girl with a clipboard.
They let the words hang between them, warm as the summer night. The camera pulls back, and the two figures grow small against a city that no longer needs saving. Every streetlight is a promise kept. Every open field, a second chance. He was the forgotten, last surviving goat. Now he's simply Yusei, and that is more than enough. The next morning, Yusei kneels on the dewy grass, lacing a young boy's worn cleats. The boy looks up. Coach, did you ever play in the World Cup? Yusei's hands pause. He tightens the knot, a gentle smile breaking over his scarred face.
I played in the most important match of all.
He ruffles the boy's hair and rises, gazing across the sunlit academy field. The boy runs off to join the others, and Yusei watches for a long moment. Then he walks onto the pitch, where a new generation chases a ball under the open sky. The camera lifts, leaving the field behind, rising into the bright blue. A single white dove glides across the sky, wings catching morning light. The camera lingers on the endless blue. The story ends.